See this all in there?
Alright, so these are the people that are going to be watching me give my speech. Got the girlfriend, grandma, mom, uncle, sister's best friend, and Zeus, the dog.
And Cadence.
And Cadence. So, here we go. So guys, today I'm gonna, for my demonstration speech, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how to stop motion with a camera. You know, being a photographer, I get a lot of complaints from people, you know, when they bring me their cameras and stuff, and they're like, oh, you know, my pictures are blurry, they're always coming out bad and things like that. And, you know, that's just because, you know, the camera is capable of it. Any camera is capable of stopping motion. It's just, you know, you might not know how to do it. So that's what I'm here to show you today. Now, what you're going to need for this, you know, if you're doing action, like sports, wildlife, cars, anything like that, what you're going to need is first a camera body, like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. And then you're also going to need a zoom lens. Now, you know, you don't have to have this huge beefy zoom lens like I have. Any zoom lens really will do for daytime shooting like this. And then you're also going to need a pretty fast speed memory card, preferably class 10. Now, mine is in the camera so you guys can't see it, but you know, just a SanDisk, PNY, whatever like that will work. So, first, like I said, you're going to need your body. And on your body, there's going to be this dial up here on the top. And it's going to have all these different numbers and letters on it. So first off, for the first way to stop action, what you want to do is go ahead, turn that camera to scene mode. And what that scene mode is just got a whole bunch of, you know, different settings in there. It's still in auto mode, but the camera has more information about what you're trying to do. So it understands, you know, when you put it in the sports mode, when trying to stop action, that something's moving, so it knows to track that. So anyway, so just switch your camera to that scene mode. Any camera body should have it, whether you're using Nikon, Canon, Sony, whatever. So switch it into that scene mode, and once it's there, it should be all ready to go, actually. So I got beautiful model right here behind me, and so whenever you're having that scene mode and in sports mode, what you're going to want to do is turn around, just line up your shot, and whenever you're ready. Alright, cool. So, now with that, what that does is it just takes shot after shot after shot after shot. This body that I have 5 frames a second, you know, they go all the way up to 11, 12, 13, whatever. So it just takes a number of shots continuously, and it continually focuses on that subject and tracks them. And that's how it stops motion. Now, not all of them will be perfect. You know, you might still see some blur on the people's feet or on their hands that are moving quicker than what the camera actually perceived. You know, even on this video, you might have seen her blur a little bit when she jumped up. But it's still a good way. Now, the better way to do this, and this is how most of the professionals and amateur photographers will do it, on your camera, on the top, same dial that we just changed, you want to go ahead and change it to the S. And that S stands for shutter priority. And what this controls is it actually allows you to adjust the camera's shutter speed and actually control that. And a camera shutter speed, what that does is it's how fast the shutter is going to flip up and down. And the faster that shutter, the more it's going to stop motion. So when it's in shutter priority, and on a Canon body, this is actually different. It's going to be TV. So if you guys have a Rebel series or something like that, look for the TV and not the S. The S is going to be on Sony and Nikon. So once it's in the S, go ahead down into your menu, and you want to go over and select ISO down in your menu. And ISO is the camera sensitivity to light, and you don't really want to be messing with that when you're doing sports. So I always just leave in auto. Now, a couple other people will tell you, no, you got to set it, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead and leave it in auto. The cameras are smart enough now to understand what they need to be at for that. And once it's in auto, go to your drive mode in your camera's menu. Should be one of the top ones up there. And just make sure that it's in a single shot. Because with this way that I'm going to show you guys, you don't need to have 50 shots firing off because it's going to freeze it in one. Now, once that's done, your drive mode's set to a single shot, you're going to want to go to your focus mode. And your focus mode, what that's going to control is whether if it just focuses for a single shot, or whether it will continually focus for, you know, when people are moving up and down or things are going crazy, just a lot of action. It's going to continually focus on those things. So go ahead and switch it to, on a Nikon and Sony, it should be AFC for continuous focus. On a Canon, it should be AI Servo is what you want to be in for that. So once you have those settings set and you're all ready to go, same thing, you're just going to turn and you're going to point at your subject, and you know, while they're running around doing whatever. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and jump. Alright, so, and I don't know if you guys can see that because it's kind of sunny outside, my screen's kind of dark, but we stopped her with one shot. That's all it took, was just one. Right in midair, no blur, no nothing. So, and to do that, there's one more step I actually forgot to mention before I showed you guys that, but you want to set your shutter speed up to about 800th or 1000th, and on the bodies, the best way to do that is just move this dial right here, and that dial will change your shutter speed. Now just keep in mind that the faster the shutter speed, the more light you're going to physically need. So keep that in mind, because if you try to do this at night, you're going to need a really beefy zoom lens so it can pull that amount of light in. So just keep that in mind, guys. But anyway, that's about the end of this demonstration. That is the 2 best ways on any camera body to stop motion. So hopefully that helped you guys out and just kind of, you know, showed you just how to get better sports pictures and stuff like that. So that's actually going to be all from me, guys. Thank you.